guys, it's Molly and staying back with another video. I have done some extensive research, I'm just kidding, on some of the new releases that have lately been coming out at Sephora. I looked at Ulta, I only found really one thing that was new, but anyway, basically what today's video is products, new releases in specific that don't really interest me. And I also wanted your guys' opinion when I say the products and I explain to them and I tell you why I'm not interested in them. I'm also going to be inserting pictures of the products, but I want you guys to let me know if they are something that you're interested in, because obviously everything that I'm saying in this video is my opinion. I have a right to my opinion just like you have a right to your opinion, so please don't get offended if I say that I'm not interested in any of these products and you own it, you just bought it, you like it, all that. Just don't take any offense because it's just my opinion. I have a total of 6 products that I want to talk about today, but before we get started, if you're new, make sure to subscribe, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified every time that I upload. I do hauls, unboxing, story times, tutorials, pretty much anything, so if you're interested in that, then definitely subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm going to start with the first product from Ulta, since there is only one product, and that is the MAC Eyeshadow X29 Lo-Fi Jeremy Scott. Okay, so this is an eyeshadow palette, and I'll insert pictures along the way, and I'm pretty sure it's one of their collections. They do these all the time where they collaborate with people. This palette is $75. And I think that's a little ridiculous. I know that MAC is more of a higher end luxe brand and their collaborations usually are like always limited edition, but $75 for this eyeshadow palette is a little extreme for me. So the palette includes 29 shades, and as you can tell, it is a colorful palette, which I have nothing against, but I feel like all of those shades are in a lot of palettes, and there are tons of colorful palettes. Like you can go on Coastal Scents, like I have that 80 colorful palette. BH Cosmetics has like the Take Me to Brazil, you know, all those colorful palettes for a lot less cheaper than $75. Not to mention there is an odd number of shades, which really bothers me. There's 29 shades and the layout bothers me. So I'm assuming this guy's a DJ. I didn't really look into more of the collection. I'm assuming it's a DJ because the way it's set up, it looks like the lights with DJs, you know what I mean? Like when they look on their screens and they see like when things jump up, you know what I'm talking about? That's what the layout looks like, and that bothers me because it reminds me of, I can't remember the name, but I'm sure you guys know the palette I'm talking about, like the Treasure, Buried Treasure, Treasure Hunt, I don't know, that palette where like the shadows were all like crooked and like randomly placed. It reminds me of that because the layout just bothers me, and the fact that there's only 29 shades and not an even amount, that bothers me. And again, $75, like that's expensive. Like not a lot of people are gonna go out and run and get that palette. Like I for sure am not. I will go to BH Cosmetics, Juvia's Place, anything, and get a palette for a lot cheaper with the same exact shades. I will save my money and I will not be buying that. And I'm also assuming it's limited edition because MAC collections for the most part are always limited edition. So that might be what's bumping the price up too, but it's something I will not be buying. So next I'm going to be moseying on over to Sephora. So the rest are all Sephora, so the other 5 products I'm talking about are Sephora. The first one I'm talking about is the new Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. This doesn't interest me at all. The wand in particular is what bothers me because it's like triangle shaped, if you know what I'm talking about, and the bristles at the tip are really like tiny, and it's like a rubber it's a, what's it called, a rubber brush, I guess, and the ones at the end are super tiny, so they're not long to like get in between the lashes, but then it gradually gets longer. But I do want to say it doesn't get that longer, and I don't really like mascaras when they have little tiny nubs because I feel like it's basically just flat and it's not really doing anything to the mascara or to my eyelashes. Also, another YouTuber on here, Tasia Melody, she was going to do a review on the mascara, and she had just bought it and opened it, and her like wand, like the actual like bristle part, like came off. Like it had to have been like in the actual product. So that makes me feel like there's an error, that maybe an entire batch was messed up or something, and I don't want to buy it and then have that happen to me and then have to go return it, you know. No. And yeah, it's not really interesting to me. Like I know they're trying to like release some more products, but I don't, it's not something I'm going to run out and go buy. I have two Becca products, and both of these are limited edition. Now, before I talk about the products, I just want to talk a little bit about limited edition. So for some reason, in a lot of beauty companies, they like to slap on the claim of limited edition on a lot of their products, and then they wind up bringing it back saying, oh, limited restock, like blah blah blah, all this stuff that's a lie, because we know they're going to eventually come back out with it. So these two products, I don't know if they are for sure limited edition, and they plan on bringing them back or whatever, so take that with a grain of salt. But the first product is the Becca Liptuitive Glow Lip Gloss. Now this is one of those lip glosses where it's supposed to like change with your body's chemistry or whatever, like your hormones or your body heat, all that, you know, those claims. And I'm getting kind of old of those kind of things, because there was the Lipstick Queen ones, like they do that a lot. So I feel like that's already been done. It's been done in a lot of companies, and I feel like if you want a color changing lip gloss, you can go to the dollar store and find the same thing for $1. Now this is, I believe it's $25, and I'm not gonna go out and pay $25 for essentially a light pink lip gloss, because that's pretty much what it's gonna look like on everybody. And I would just much rather save the $25 and get something that I do want and I am going to use. It's just really something that does not interest me. And the other product is the Becca Ocean Jewels eyeshadow palette. Okay, so this palette, where do I even begin? So the colors, first of all, do not interest me at all. It kind of reminds me of the Winky Lux Kitten palette in some ways, because it has like the same shades, and then a little bit of the Modern Renaissance. It also, I feel like I have most of those shades in other palettes, except for like two, because there is like that one really pink shade, and then that one like, it looks like it's holographic, but it's probably just like duochrome shade. But for the majority of the shades, I'm like 100% sure I already have them in other palettes, so I don't feel like I need to go get this palette. And the packaging makes it really hard to store, because it's that round packaging. Like the Tarte Reinforced the Sea palettes are also round like that, and I hate that, because I don't know about anybody else, but I keep like my most used palettes on my vanity in like a letter storage. So if I have them in there, they roll around, and sometimes they roll off the vanity, and then there's a risk of them breaking and shattering, and I do not want my palettes to break or shatter. So I kind of don't know why Becca keeps doing palettes like that, because they have like the Apres Ski Glow palette or eyeshadow palette, something like that. Those also round, and round palettes don't make sense to me at all. I just wanted to point that out. The next thing is the Pat McGrath Labs Matte Trance Squared Super Muse Lipstick Set. That is a mouthful. Basically, it's a set of 2 lipsticks for $65. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to spend $65 on 2 lipsticks. Not to mention, the shades are literally like shades that you most likely either have in your collection, or you can easily like go to the drugstore and find the shades. Like, they're not shades that nobody has, or nobody has tried, or nobody can easily go and get. Nobody has to spend $65 on these lipsticks. And again, they're a limited edition, so who knows if they're not going to make the shades permanent, if they're not permanent already, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure Pat McGrath already has those shades out, and they're making it a set, which is making it limited edition. I don't know. But I don't understand the whole hype of Pat McGrath, but that could be just because I don't have anything. But I just think that $65 for 2 lipsticks is a little insane. And if you're going out and buying $65 lipsticks, you do you, boo. But I am going to save my money because $65 can buy you a hell of a lot more lipsticks than 2. And the last product is the Marc Jacobs Shameless Youthful Look 24-Hour Foundation SPF 25. What is with these companies coming up with long ass names? So basically this is a $46 foundation, which sounds, you know, right for Marc Jacobs. The shade range though, I feel like this is like a backwards Tarte Shape Tape foundation situation, because this foundation only really has a lot of darker shades and like 4 light shades. So I feel like it's literally like a backwards Tarte Shape Tape foundation situation. I don't think a lot of people are going to be mad, but it is kind of inconvenient like it was for people of color with the Tarte Shape Tape thing. So I do want to throw that out there that they don't have that large, I mean there's a large selection, but it's more towards the darker shades. I also wanted to talk about how it says that it claims to be flashback free. But I don't understand how it is flashback free because it has such a high SPF. The SPF is 25. And for those who don't know, high SPF is usually what gives you flashback. So like tinted moisturizers that have like SPF is what's going to give you flashback. So the higher the flashback, or the higher the SPF, obviously the more flashback. So I don't understand how it's claiming to be flashback free. Again, I haven't used it, so maybe it is. It also says it's a youthful look. So I don't know why they couldn't just say like a dewy finish, because that's what I think of when I hear youthful look. I think of you having nice dewy skin, so I'm pretty sure that's the finish of this foundation. It also claims to have a medium coverage, but it's buildable. So why shouldn't it be like marketed as medium to full coverage and not just medium if it's buildable? I don't know. I feel like the marketing wasn't good with this product. But those are all the new releases that have just recently come out that don't interest me at all, and I will be saving my money. But I do want to know what you guys think. So let me know down below if there's any of these products that you are interested in, that you do want to try out, or if you agree with me on some of these products. Let me know. Also, let me know, guys, if there is any other new releases that you are interested in, and I might do a video about them talking about whether I am interested in them or if I'm not. So definitely let me know down below. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please give this video a humongous thumbs up so I can know. Make sure to subscribe, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified every time that I upload. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or requests, leave them all down below. I'll answer them as soon as I can. All my social media will be linked down below. My Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and my beauty only Instagram will be linked down below, so make sure to follow me and all of that. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love my Mollykins, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys!